Hello there, guys. My name is Varun. Welcome back to my channel. And as you see, I made 2 videos in one day. This is the second episode of Learning Python with Varun. So, I'm just gonna revise. If you didn't see episode 1, I'm just gonna revise. So, in the last episode, I talked about variables. I is equal to 1. That means I is a variable and it stores 1 in it. So then after that we can say print I. Oh. And then now we can run. And then it prints 1. It will not print I. Because I has the value of 1. So now we can print numbers from 1 to 10, like if we put a while loop, I less than 10, this colon mark is necessary. So don't ask me why I put it. So then after that you can say print I, and then I is equal to I plus 1. So here what we are doing is I is 1, I has the value of 1. So then while I is less than 10 means the program will keep running until I becomes 10. So then so it means while I is less than 10, you should print I. So then if it becomes 10 or more, then you should stop. So then I equal to I plus 1 is actually really necessary, because if you don't put it, it will keep running and never stop, because you are not incrementing I or adding I plus 1. So I will always be 1. I and 1 is always less than 10. So it will keep running. So now that you understood, we can move on to the next thing. So next is inputs, where you don't need to write what the computer should do. The person who is seeing the program needs to put a number. Yeah. So then first, like before, we can say A is equal to input. So here input is a function. Then it will ask a question to the person who is seeing the program, or will say player. It will ask a question to the player. Then if we say input, brackets, double quotes, enter a number. Oh. And here the colon is not necessary. You can put anything you want. Like you can even put this. Yeah, that will work. Because it will print to whatever you are putting. It will, like, you can say enter a number, or you can say enter a name, anything of your choice. But what I'll do is enter a number and put colon. That's what I'm saying. You can put anything you want. But so here next is values. A is equal to int of A. So you might be asking, Varun, first you are putting a question into A, but now you are putting int of A into A. And what does int of A mean? I'll explain you. Int means integer. So first when you enter the number, it will think it is a string. Like it will think it is a name. Don't judge the computer. It does not know. So it will think it is a name. So that's why I put int here. So I'll just, and then now let's make a simple program of whatever the player enters, you have to write numbers up to that number. Like 1 to 10 numbers, 1 to whatever the person wrote. So then again we have to put our famous I is equal to 1. Actually it's not necessary though. You can put anywhere, any number you want and any letter you want. You can even put a name. But the number should be 1 or 0. Actually the number should be 1. If you want to print numbers from 1 to 10, 1 to 11, etc. So then after that, I is equal to 1, while I is less than 10. Not 10. While I is less than A. So first I'll put a colon, and here it is, you are saying what does A mean? A is asking a question. So A has the value of a question first, and after the player enters the number, then it will turn it into a number. It will think it is a name, then it will turn it into a number. So then like before I said, while I is less than 10. While I is less than 10, then only, if I is less than 10, then only it will execute. Otherwise it will stop. So like now A can be 10, A can be 11, A can be any of the player's choice. Oh, not this. Then after that we can say print I is equal to I plus 1. 1. Okay. So now if we run this, enter a number. Look. So now we can enter 10, return. Now it prints numbers from 1 to 9. Actually, if you want it to print numbers from, it will put, while I is less than 10. So it won't print 10 because 10 is equal to 10. So if we say while I is less than or equal to 10, means even if 10 is equal to 10, even if I is equal to 10, still it will come. So now let's clear and then run. Enter a number. Let's put 20 this time. And here you are saying it only came up to 16. That's the website problem. But here it came up to 20. So if we scroll, it will come. So that's just inputs. We have more to learn on this channel, on this series. I will upload 2 episodes a day. The last episode I think so will be like very a long time. But don't worry, I'll make gaming videos too. But definitely I'm uploading 2 episodes a day. Or maybe 3. Okay, bye bye.